Gold. Toad of Feng Shui. We're going to talk about Feng Shui of gold toad, the symbolism of toads. In Feng Shui culture, toads symbolize wealth, longevity, and good fortune. Their golden appearance and lifelike form make them a symbol of wealth, representing the gathering of treasures and bringing prosperity and nobility to families. Moreover, toads are also symbols of longevity, often seen as a sign of eternal life. In folklore, toads are considered very auspicious creatures, representing the arrival of financial luck. In Feng Shui, the golden toad, as an ancient and mysterious Feng Shui item, is often used to attract wealth and protect homes, gaining widespread popularity among the public due to its unique charm. The golden toad is seen as a symbol of wealth, symbolizing abundant financial gains, and is commonly used in office and shop renovations to attract wealth. An old saying goes, "A golden toad at home, a steady flow of wealth." This simple yet profound saying highlights the importance of placing a golden toad in the home. For many business people, the golden toad is an indispensable lucky charm, as they hope to enhance their financial luck and ensure a steady flow of wealth by placing a golden toad, protecting the house from evil. Although the golden toad is commonly seen as a symbol of wealth, many may not know that it also has the power to protect homes and ward off evil spirits. The golden toad can absorb negative energy and impurities from a house, protecting the family's health and peace. According to ancient beliefs, the golden toad can protect homes and ward off evil spirits, symbolizing good official luck and used to bless newly appointed superiors or students who have achieved academic success. Its plump appearance, adorned with money and jewels, and the ingots under its feet, all highlight its wealth and prosperity, symbolizing abundant wealth and good fortune in both official and academic pursuits. Introduction to the golden toad. The golden toad symbolizes wealth and fame, conveying auspicious meanings, and is widely used for house protection and attracting wealth. This traditional auspicious creature, with its diverse shapes and materials, is believed to bring good fortune, wealth, and prosperity. In Chinese folklore, there is a saying, "He who obtains the golden toad will surely achieve great wealth," highlighting its widespread use and deep cultural significance in Chinese folk traditions. In ancient times, the golden toad symbolized achieving success in exams and warding off evil spirits. The three-legged toad in the Moon Palace, revered for bringing wealth and success in exams, led to the Moon Palace being known as the Toad Palace. Today, the golden toad, a Feng Shui item, has become a common household decoration, not only in shops and factories, but also as a symbol of wealth at home. The golden toad, a symbol of wealth and prosperity, is a three-legged toad that differs from the common toads we see. Legend has it that it can spit out coins, making it a powerful toad for wealth. It is typically depicted as a three-legged toad sitting on a gold coin, carrying the Big Dipper on its back, holding two strings of copper coins in its mouth, and adorned with the Taiji symbol on its head. The toad is plump and full of wealth, capable of transforming misfortune into fortune. It is a divine beast under the constellation of the immortal Liu Hai, enhancing the financial luck of ordinary people. Thus, it is considered a toad of wealth. It is especially suitable for unconventional areas such as lottery, stocks, and casinos, effectively warding off evil and attracting wealth. By choosing the right time and position, its effects are guaranteed to be effective. A purple clay toad is best placed in a location associated with the 5 elements of wood and earth. Illusion. It turns out that the toad fairy was particularly fond of biting money. However, it knew nothing about spending the money when it bit back. It only knew how to devour the wealth of the wealthy families, leaving them destitute and reduced to beggars. Consequently, the true man Taiyi petitioned the god emperor to send someone to subdue this fairy. Among all the deities, only Spirit Han could control this toad. Thus, the god emperor sent Spirit Han down to subdue the demon. When Han played his flute, the toad spirit would jump over to listen. Seizing the opportunity when the toad was unprepared, Han swiftly grabbed it. After subduing the toad spirit, Han distributed the money he had stolen from the toad among the poor. He was concerned that the toad fairy would become more powerful and refused to obey his commands. Therefore, he broke one of its legs, turning it into a three-legged toad. His intention was that once the toad became three-legged, it would find it difficult to move, and when it returned home with the money, it would no longer try to escape. Today, the jade toad has become a popular decorative item in many households. It not only serves as a decoration, but also helps to ward off evil and attract wealth. The placement of the jade toad is also very particular. Placing it with its head facing the door can bring you wealth, while placing money under its tail is believed to double your financial luck. People often refer to the toad as a golden toad, and an old saying goes, "A home with a golden toad, wealth flows continuously." Material. In terms of materials, copper and gold toads, glass and gold toads, wood and gold toads, and jade toads are commonly seen on the market. Copper and gold toads are the most widely used, often used in shops, companies, factories, and other business places. It is hard, wear-resistant, moisture-proof, and anti-fall, which represents the indomitable spirit of businessmen. Moreover, copper has the function of warding off evil and blocking evil spirit in folk life. Business places are full of people, so it is inevitable that there will be evil spirit existing. Therefore, gold toads without coins are often placed with their heads facing the door of a company or shop. Gold toad, wood toad, and jade toad are more elegant and beautiful, high-grade, and have good decorative display effect. They are often placed in the home or boss's office to show their noble quality. Gold toads made of copper and gold are particularly effective in bringing good fortune. These toads can be crafted from various materials, including copper, wood, and porcelain. However, for aesthetic reasons, modern people often opt for resin-made gold toads, which are less effective in attracting wealth. In contrast, gold toads made from copper and gold are more effective in bringing good fortune. Discriminate. The typical image of a golden toad now has 3 feet, is all gold, holds coins in its mouth, holds 2 strings of copper coins in its cheeks, has the Big Dipper carved on its back, and sits on a treasure seat with a yuan bao, which is shoe-shaped gold, or a copper coin inscribed with inviting wealth. Make sure it's red-eyed. You have to have 3 legs. There must be a 7-star array, which is Big Dipper, at the back. The toad base should have an ancient copper coin. There must be an ancient coin in the mouth with a red diamond in it, which represents kissing the diamond, meaning steadily earning money. It must be made of pure copper. The mouth of the golden toad holding a copper coin is rich in meaning. First, it means that business is safe to win. Second, it represents firmly grasping wealth and seizing opportunities. Third, it means that a small amount of money can bring a lot of profit. In addition, some toads do not contain coins in their mouths. There is no essential difference between toads with and without money, but the way Feng Shui is used is different. The toad with money should have its head inside the house, not facing the entrance door, window, or balcony. Otherwise, it means that the money is carried to someone else's house. The golden toad, which does not contain money, should face the door, window, or balcony, symbolizing going out to bite money back in his mouth. The golden toad is a toad with 3 legs and is not an ordinary creature. It is worth noting that only toads with 3 legs are divine creatures and symbolize wealth, while toads with 4 legs are just ordinary toads that croak in the mountains and fields. Principles and taboos of placing golden toads. The golden toad is a lucky creature, especially because it has only 3 legs. It is very common in the Feng Shui of human habitation to attract wealth. In the morning, the toad's head faces outside the door, so that the toad bites money outside. At night, the toad's head faces inside, so that the toad puts the money it has bitten today into the vault. Orientation and position. The direction of the golden toad is determined by whether it contains money, with the head facing inward or outward, symbolizing the accumulation of wealth or attracting wealth. When placing a golden toad, its mouth should be checked for money. If the golden toad has money in its mouth, it should face inward, symbolizing the accumulation of wealth. If it does not have money in its mouth, it should face outward, symbolizing the attraction of wealth. Therefore, when selecting and placing a golden toad, one should carefully check the condition of its mouth to ensure it can achieve the best wealth-attracting effect. The orientation of the golden toad should be determined by whether it contains money, as this affects its ability to attract wealth. Additionally, when placing the golden toad, its mouth should face inward, symbolizing the accumulation of wealth within. If it does not contain money, its mouth should face outward, symbolizing the attraction of wealth. The golden toad should be placed away from bathroom and kitchen doors to prevent fire and pollution from affecting its effectiveness. If placed in a living room or large room, it should avoid the beams above to prevent financial pressure. When placed near a fish tank, the head should avoid facing the tank to prevent wealth from being diluted by water. When inviting a golden toad into a home or shop, it is best to perform an opening ceremony and place it between 7 a.m. and 9 a.m., symbolizing the dragon lifting its head and attracting wealth and treasures. Avoid placing it directly in front of doors, beams, toilets, or kitchens, as this can affect its financial fortune. In daily life, avoid touching the golden toad's head or body with your hands, as the negative energy from your hands might interfere with its Feng Shui and wealth-attracting effects. Therefore, once the golden toad is placed, do not change its position or let others touch it, to ensure its spiritual energy remains unaffected. Precautions for placement. To properly place and maintain the symbolic significance and wealth-attracting effect of the golden toad. Additionally, there are certain taboos to consider when placing the golden toad. Firstly, avoid placing it near beams above to prevent financial pressure. Also, avoid facing the bathroom or kitchen directly to prevent contamination and fire hazards. For larger golden toads, it is recommended to place a round object under them to elevate their position, which can enhance financial luck. However, it is important to note that the object under the golden toad should not be white, as water can render the golden toad ineffective in attracting wealth. In addition, the direction of the toad should also be paid attention to. If there is a statue or hall in the home, the direction of the toad should be separated from it to avoid conflict. It is best to put the toad and the statue or hall in the same direction, so that there is no conflict and they can work together. The maintenance and feeding of the toad is simple, and it can be treated as a pet. After washing your hands every day, stroke from the top of the toad's head down its back to its legs. In this way, one is to regard oneself as the owner of the golden toad, and the other is that there is a saying in folk life that toe the toad, green frog, rub it, move it, which means that after touching the toad, it will move out to find money. It should be noted that the area around the toad should be cleaned regularly. It is clean and does not like anything other than money. Do not put obstacles in front of its head and do not pile up debris behind it. 2. Taboos and suggestions for placement. Placement direction. When placing a golden toad, there are certain important taboos to follow. The head of the golden toad with money should face inward, while the head of the golden toad without money should face outward, ensuring the absorption and accumulation of wealth. Especially for the golden toad with money, its head must face inward, whether in a home, office, or residence, avoiding facing outward or the door. This is because the golden toad with money symbolizes the accumulation of wealth, and an inward-facing head signifies the absorption of wealth, while an outward-facing head may lead to the loss of wealth. Additionally, when placing a golden toad without money, there are specific directional requirements that need to be adjusted according to the actual situation. Special contraindications. The golden toad without money should be placed in the opposite direction of the one with money. The golden toad without money symbolizes wealth attraction, so it should face outward to attract wealth. When placing it, ensure its head faces the entrance, company entrance or house door to enhance wealth attraction and draw in wealth. However, when the golden toad faces the house door, avoid facing directly into the main door to prevent conflict with the door god. Similarly, for the golden toad with money in its mouth, the placement direction should be the opposite. Since the golden toad with money symbolizes wealth accumulation, its head should face inward to the entrance, company entrance, or residence to ensure that wealth does not escape. Matters need attention. Moreover, regardless of the type of golden toad, it should be placed with a devout heart, with the face washed and the hands cleaned before placing it on the surface. At the same time, silently recite your wishes, and the golden toad can then be worn or placed. For the first placement, choose an auspicious day and pay attention to the orientation of the golden toad's head to ensure optimal results. The end